Welcome, everybody, to the Table Rush Talk Show. In this episode, I talk about the dirty little secret of podcasting. I get to it about 3/4 of the way in, so hang in there. I also talk about this Get Your Podcast Off the Ground challenge that I'm creating. The name is still in the works, and I talk about the drama that's associated with my creative process. Enjoy this episode, and of course, subscribe. You know when someone is selling from stage, and at the end, the audience gets up and rushes to the back of the room to buy? That's a table rush. My name is Mischa Z, and the Table Rush Talk Show is all about bringing you the tools, strategies, and tactics that you can use to grow your audience and inspire them to buy. First off, how many rules am I breaking right now? Grainy picture. Grainy picture. Ring light in my glasses. Not shaven. I do have my ponytail though. Probably the first time anybody has seen an episode with my ponytail, but let me get to the point. And I'm probably starting the episode that way. Not a great way to garner looks, likes, and follows, subscribes. Of course, subscribe. I believe it's right down there. Subscribe, people. Leave me a good comment. Ask me any questions. Let's engage. Let's interact. That's my to-do list right over there. If you're watching live, my bookshelf. What else can I say? Space heater. YouTube rookie. Hey, at least I've got a marginally nice microphone, a marginally serviceable microphone. The blue mic boom, though, however, top notch. All right, let's get to it. In case you're not aware, I am in the 2CCX coaching group, Russell Brunson's kind of expensive 2 Club X coaching group, and it's all about growing your company online, bringing your vision online, learning how to sell one-to-many, hook, story, offer, the perfect webinar, all that fun stuff. But anyway, being in the 2CCX, I've been stuck at the step of creating a challenge. So currently part of the Ignite portion, the Ignite curriculum of the 2CCX is create a challenge. Now, I've been in this coaching group for a good little over a year, working on a year and a half by now. Oh my gosh. And it's like slogging through mud for me, man. Some people, it's the rocket ride. For me, slogging through mud, but I am consistent. I do show up. I've created a summit. I've emailed my list every week. I'm doing all the stuff you're supposed to do. But now we're at coaching, or not coaching, we're at a challenge. And this is part of my creative process. So that's the train, by the way. I'm super close in Encinitas to the 101, and the train goes right by the 101. Don't know if you can hear it in this microphone. I think this is a blah, blah, blah condenser microphone, so it doesn't capture that background noise, but whatever. If you're following and watching me, just know I can go all over the place. I try to get back to the point, but it is like an adventure for me. I've tried to weed that out, but you know, either you're my people or you're not. If you are, subscribe. Okay. And if you aren't, well, maybe you can learn what not to do. Okay. So my creative process is to, I come to these breaking points and I want to quit. I want to leave the 2CCX. And then the obvious answer is to keep at it. You know, I'll pray, meditate, talk to God. Like, God, what am I supposed to do here? I'll be journaling, and every night as I'm frustrated and on the verge of tears, it feels like, and you know, the answer is the same: be of service, baby steps. It's a new day tomorrow, and that was especially the case with the summit. Man, that was a Herculean effort, but well worth it. So the challenge, you know, so I come to the point of the challenge, and I've been stuck here for a few months. And what do I want to do a challenge on? I've emailed my list. What kind of challenge do you want me to do? And I'm relentless and religious about podcasting. So you can go to tablerush.net and you can see my podcast. I've been doing that for over a year, and there's 450 or 475 episodes as of this recording. I'm practicing here to subscribe. If you're listening on the Table Rush Talk Show podcast distribution channel, thank you for listening. You've probably been with me for a while. But anyway, I am really good at the podcasting consistency. I've got my intros, my outros. I point people somewhere, and I can tap that creativity, that stream of conscious, just like this. I'm looking over at the screen over here. But the list was like, hey, I emailed my list. What kind of challenge do you want? This was a couple months ago by now. We want to start a podcast challenge. We want to start a podcast challenge. That's literally the response I got. And it's taken me 2 months to finally listen to source. God, how can I be of service? Should I stay in this coaching group? And if so, what kind of challenge should I offer? And you know what? Sometimes I hate that creative process. I'm so dramatic. It's so dramatic, but the answer is clear. Help people get publishing. People need help publishing. Perhaps you need help publishing. I'm not going to claim to be the best at it, but I'm consistent at it. Some people have massive followings. God bless you. Thank you for leading the way, for not having grainy ring light episodes. But anyway, I can help you. I can help you tap into your unlimited creativity. I can help you find your voice. I can help you build a sustainable publishing platform that will stand the test of time, one that won't lead you nowhere. The dirty little secret and all of this stuff, blogs, YouTube channels, like if you're watching me, bam, if you're listening to me on a podcast, the dirty little secret with all of that is that the real number is this: 65% don't make it past 10 episodes. 65%. That means effectively 7 out of 10 stop before they get to 10 episodes. And that means if you happen to be one of the 3 that get to the 10, you're probably not going to make it much farther. Anyhow, I'm going to bring to you, people, my lovely audience, that's my fledgling audience that's slowly but surely growing. I'm going to bring you a podcast challenge, get your podcast off the ground challenge. It's going to be a 5-day challenge. It's going to be awesome. I'm building it right now. In preparation for that, I want you to think about your mindset. Have proper expectations when you go into starting a podcast. It'll help you sustain the inevitable ups and downs. I'm looking at my notes over here. You know what? Some people do get lucky and their podcasts take off like wildfire, or their YouTube channels take off like wildfire. Again, if you're new to my podcast here, if you're new to the Table Rush Talk Show and you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. There's the button. If you're listening in podcast land, follow. If you've stumbled across me, follow. 5-star comment. Reach out to me. Let me know what's up. What do you want to know? What do you want to hear about? What questions do you have? Anyhow, some people get lucky right out of the gate when they start their podcast. Most people don't. And it's really kind of lucky. Now, your option is to talk about cryptocurrency or NFTs. That's all the rage right now. You'll probably blow up, have a massive following, or talk about girls if you're a guy, or or wiggle your ass if you're a girl. Excuse my language and my crassness, but I mean, there are things you can do. If those are the things you're interested, man, you're probably on the fast track to massive followings, but that stuff doesn't interest me. So, get ready for being consistent, and having slow and steady gains. And the rewards that come from this are extraordinary. Now, before I go here, I want to talk about an outro. So, one of the things about a podcast, on all 400 plus episodes, if you're just tuning in right now, as of this recording, every one of my podcast episodes guides the listener at the end to belove.media/resources. Go to www.belove.media/resources. And there's a ton of stuff to help you. What's great about that is that there's affiliate links in there. I literally, on a whim, checked my affiliate website the other day. There was commissions in there waiting for me. I mean, come on. How exciting is that? Slowly but surely building. But just think, in a few years, when you finally have that massive following, or you've gotten lucky right out of the gate, if on every episode you point them somewhere, you can monetize that or take advantage of that. And you can always change what's living at where you've guided them to, if that makes sense. And I am honestly surprised how many professional podcasts out there don't take advantage of that simple outro technique. Now, on the challenge, I am going to help you craft your outro. So you'll be a pro and you will wake up, check your affiliate commission page, and you will have money in there. Obviously, no guarantees. I got to start practicing that too. FTC, according to the FTC guidelines. No guarantees, I'm sure. Anyway, so I won't guarantee that. But we sure can increase your chances. So in the meantime, I want you to start thinking about your podcast name. Subscribe. Think about your podcast name. So when my challenge comes out, my 5-day Get Your Podcast Challenge comes out, and we're going to have that challenge to help you get your podcast off the ground. The challenge, sorry, I'm all jacked up and excited. It's a good day. When you do your the name is still be determined, but it's going to be something like the 5-day Get Your Podcast Off the Ground Challenge. I want you to be thinking of your podcast name. So in a couple weeks, when this challenge is live and ready to go, we're going to come out of the gates storming. All right. Love to all. Peace out. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Table Rush Talk Show. For resources to help you sell your stuff, go to belove.media/resources. That's belove.media/resources. And be sure to subscribe, comment, 5-star, and share. Thank you again for listening.